exciting. So this is the mix, which is a mix of mediumship and psychic mentoring. I call it mentoring because I include manifesting, metaphysics, and I also help you understand your part in creating your future and reality. So it's not just straight psychic readings that I do here. We are all souls and we are all co-creators with the universe. So I will focus in on mediumship. Speaking of souls, that means connecting with souls on the other side, those that we have love connections with in spirit. And then for the last 30 minutes or so, I'll be doing more of your own life or the mentoring, the psychic mentoring. Big news, if you'd like to win a free session with me, just go to spiritmediumtv.com and join the mailing list if you're not on it yet. Susie D will be asking you for your email. I've already screened a few callers myself if you're not on the mailing list. And next week, I will be announcing the winner, as next week is the beginning of March. If you want to get in the queue, to be read, call area code 347-945-5849. And if you want a private session with me, I am running a sale. And all you need to do is go to spiritmediumtv.com. I'm only going to mention that one website as I talk about this show, spiritmediumtv.com, which actually is a page on my website. And there you will see on the menu on the top, if you want to book a session, you just go there and you'll get a sale price, a big sale. You can also watch the show live at Spirit Medium TV, item number 2 on that page, which is kind of funny, riveting. And I also do a live feed now into all of the social media, which I still need to do Pinterest, but I do have Facebook live feed, I have Twitter, I have Google Plus. Google Plus is sort of by default because this show is simultaneously done to YouTube and to Google Plus. Yeah, I worked in the software industry. Can you tell? I worked in the software industry for 17 years and had no idea that I wanted to be a medium when I grew up, even though I'd been channeling spirit. I have now, I'd say over 30 years, been channeling spirit. Back in my younger years, I was only interested in materialistic sort of things because I didn't think that this was important. But Spirit had another plan for me. And when I finally released into who I really am, my new life began here as a medium. And sometimes Spirit is a funny way of working with us on our purpose. Like, for example, if you keep getting blocked on something, you keep trying to get it, you keep trying to get it, you keep trying to get it, it never comes to you. That's usually your soul tapping you on your shoulder and saying, excuse me, that wasn't our soul contract for this lifetime. We were supposed to be doing something else. And it's only by relaxing and letting go, stop trying to force things, that your true essence can then express. And usually that essence has a lot of satisfaction associated with it. It's like you finally found yourself. I like to say it's abundance, but it's more than just money or that kind of thing. It's you become truly who you are. And through that process, miraculous things sort of flow to you. You enter a stream of creativity and synchronicity that was there all along. You just were too wound up in trying to make things happen in your day-to-day material world to have noticed. Now, why all this articulation? Well, I never know what I'm going to speak about when I do the show. I like to let it be spontaneous as per what's going on in my own life, knowing that Spirit, again, is leading me through that process to what's important for you as the audience today to hear. Or if you're listening to the show at a future time, as this is a podcast as well, to iTunes and stays here on Blog Talk Radio. But anyway, anybody who's listening to the show probably needs to know, oh, that's a rhyme. I was listening to Eckhart Tolle. I found a video about him on YouTube. And he was talking all about the difference between being, which is your soul. He doesn't say it that way, but I'll add that in, versus doing. our mind, our conscious mind. And some who meditate or Zen, Buddhism and so on would talk about the monkey mind. That party that's running around thinking, overthinking. That mind can make us very anxious. It's only by finally settling into the now, which is a mindful state of bliss, of living, that we can realize without trying what our purpose is. He doesn't say, well, he does in a way because he has another book, Opening to Your Purpose. But when you move from that mind of yours that's trying to focus on material matters, or even non-material matters like how many angels can I fit on the head of a pin, you enter into this dog chasing tail kind of mode. The most efficient way to live and most satisfying way to live is to live in a state of being. You let go of trying to control everything and just be. Doesn't mean you can't ask for what you want. Okay, doesn't mean you can't want what you want, but it means that you ask and then you let go. Which brings me to another point that's about manifesting and the idea of letting go. When you get in touch with what you really want, okay, and then ask for it and then let it go, that's very powerful. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that today. That would be for another day because I don't like to spend too much time talking on this show. It's more for me to talk with you. So speaking of talking, let me just make sure I have everything right on the, yeah, everything is open there. I was looking on the video just to make sure the mic is on. I have done the show once or twice without the mic on. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to go to Patricia, Patricia D, who's wanting another side connection. Hey, Patty, how are you, sweetheart?
I'm fine, Laura. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And I'm sorry I couldn't talk with you earlier. I was getting ready for the show. I hope I didn't cut you off too rudely.
No, I didn't get that feeling whatsoever.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. But I see here that you're looking for another side connection, and earlier you said you were looking for life questions. So what is it that you really want?
You pick. I think I'd rather have an other side. I am going to book a reading later.
Okay.
You know, about some other issues. I really don't want to say it on on the show.
Okay.
But I'd like to do a mediumship if I could.
Sure. There is a male figure for you in spirit. And of course, I know your mom always comes through, but today it's more of a father figure to you. And I hear your first father. I would assume that means your biological father, but we're going to go through it, rummage through it a bit, and see what we get as far as evidence goes to make a confirmation. And everybody listening, you know, Patty's a good example of taking a break from calling in because we don't want to do mediumship too often. We want to let spirit sort of regenerate its connection to Earth, I guess is one way to put it. So thank you, Patty, for taking a break. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay.
It was very hard. Believe me, it was very hard.
Okay.
I'm calling you.
Oh, you're so sweet. So. Okay. Let's go. Let me see who this is then. Okay. Okay. Well, he's saying knock, 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 knock on the door, knock, knock. And what he means by that is he's been knocking around lately, around the house a bit here and there, rummaging through things, trying to get in your way a little bit and trying to get your attention. I don't know who this is just yet, but he uses knock, 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 knock. And he was saying it before in a different way, but this is the most fun way he's saying it now. And he says, hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad that you'd have me in this evening, Patty. Yes, I am your older father. Now, I don't know what he means by that. I had said before the older one or the first one, but now he says your older father. I'm going to let him develop that a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
There's a vision he's giving me. I don't always get visions, but on the show I get a lot of visuals.
You know I'm so easy to read.
Okay. Well, what I see is a man who has is handsome, good looking, and his nose is a little wider and a little broader than a real narrow nose. I'll just say like that. He's got these lines around his lips, and then his cheeks are a little bit wider near the jawline, like a square jawline. He has very intelligent eyes. There's a little bit of furrowing on the brow. He keeps saying that he's your father. For some reason or other, he seems to be outdoors right now. And he's got a headlight on him as if he's near his car or something. And this is just an image he's giving me.
Right.
Okay. There's also a hat he wears. There's a hat he wears, and the hat is.
I know who it is.
You do? Okay. Well,
yeah,
the hat.
I know who it is.
The hat reminds me of something somebody would wear when they hunt. It has flaps that he has. Yeah, you can put the flaps down when it's real cold, but when it's not cold, you put them up a little bit, and then you can tie them a little bit on the top of the head. It's like an adjustable kind of cap kind of hat. It has a thing in the front. What do you call that? That comes out a rim in the front, like a baseball hat, but it's not a baseball hat. It's more like a hunter's cap or something like that, or hat.
Right.
Okay, so you do understand this person. Okay, yeah, he is wearing a okay, good. Cotton, good looking man. Cotton, not too tall, not too short. He's an average height to a little taller, slender build, wiry actually. And he also says wiry in temperament. What do you mean by that? I'm asking him. He says I was a rough.
Yes, he was.
Oh, you know what that means?
He was very outspoken, very energetic.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to tell you who it is?
Well, no, not really.
I know who it is.
Well, okay. Well, let me just see what he wants to say to you personally.
Okay.
Now, because that's what I do on the show. I get an identification. We validate, and then
this is who I wanted to speak with.
Oh, perfect.
This is the person I wanted to come through so bad.
Okay. Now, there's something around the chest and heart area that bothers me or troubles me about him, as if that's some area that was of distress in his body. So it would mean he had some kind of heart attack or heart issues. Does this make sense for the person you're thinking of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's also
100%.
Okay. He also has a beautiful body in that he's slender in the hip and the leg area, but in the chest area and the arm area, he's got some build to him, a little bit of build. Basically, he's a slender.
Right.
Basically, he's a slender person. He does look like he liked to hunt also. Okay, it seems like he does like to hunt, because in this particular image he's giving me, he's got a rifle, as if he might have gone hunting from time to time. He says that boy.
Yeah,
he says that boy of yours is a real joy, isn't he? He says he's getting into a bit of trouble right now, but he wants you to know it's nothing to be concerned about. It's just the normal way a child grows. He says you probably know that, but he just wants to add that in. He's getting a little bit more rambunctious than he used to be. He's he's more curious, or testing the envelope more than before, and it's hard to control him.
Oh boy.
It's only natural, he says.
You're on the money.
Aw.
It's just my son's a very great kid. He's never talked back, and he's 14, going to be 15, and he's getting that sort of, how they know everything and they get kind of mouthy and all of that. He's been doing that the last couple months, testing the waters.
Yeah. And
that's funny. That is really funny.
Okay. So I guess since he is somebody you wanted to talk to, I'm just going to let him ruminate a little bit more, and if I don't get to what you're calling about, if he doesn't bring it up, then I'll give you a chance to ask. So let me see. Okay, so let me see. Do you want to say why you're here, sir? I love you very much. I'm sorry that I let you into my heart so much. You didn't let me say anything about it. You just fell right in. You fell into loving me before I had a chance to protect you from loving me. Wow. Oh, do you understand that?
That's my stepfather. Yes, I really, really fell in love with him. He gave me a father, and he never thought he was a very good person, but I think I sort of opened that door for him, and he considered me his daughter. So, he gave me that father figure that I never had.
Okay. Well,
so I understand that.
He says, I love you very much. I love you very much. My heart goes out. He says, my heart goes out to you right now. with all the difficulties at home. And he uses the word rummaging through stuff. You're rummaging through stuff looking for something that you can't get your hands on, and you're very frantic about it. He says, I wish I could help you find it. He says, but I can't. It's up to you to find it. He says, whatever it is you're looking for is not in the house. It's in your head and in your heart. It's not something you're looking for. It's something you already have. He says, don't listen to anyone about your past or your future. Everything is going to be just fine.
Great.
Now, I don't know what any of that means.
I wanted to hear.
You want to hear that? Okay. Because I don't know. I'm just
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Okay. All right.
I'm having a lot of family issues.
Okay.
Not my immediate family, but extended family.
Okay.
So.
Well, he says you can't find what you need, the proof of something in the home. You just have to have it in your heart. You have to have it in your heart. It won't ever turn up. So it looks like you're looking for evidence of something, but he says it's not. You're not going to. Okay. He says you're not going to find it. He says you just have to hold firm to what you believe in, and that's your evidence. Your heart, what you feel. And he says also his words this evening, your stepfather's words this evening, will help in that cause to petition your position, to represent your position. That his words will say you're in the right, and no one else has any rights to what you're saying is yours.
Oh, thank you, Ralph, so much.
Okay, so he says
that is.
Yeah, he says take what's good and leave the rest. People can sometimes be a little out of control. He says, they don't mean anything by it. He says, you'll love them again very soon when all this blows over, because you are a loving person.
That's the problem, is I do love this person that is hurting me, but I did want to tell you one thing. I'm becoming an ordained minister.
Oh, okay.
So,
wonderful.
Yeah, I just did want to throw that out there to you.
Well, that's perfect.
I have my own beliefs, and I'm going to put them out there.
Wonderful.
I'm going to put it all out there.
Oh, I forgot to mention to everybody, because I'm thinking of this. Everybody knows me by this show, but I'm also going to be, for the next 3 months, on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on another blog talk radio show called Journey into the Light with Michael Long. I don't know if you know that show or not, but it'll be another day that people can call in. So you're an ordained minister. Well, I think that's perfect for you, my dear. With your heart, biggest gold, you're going to do great. Well, you already did it. You said you became one already, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm in the process of it right now.
Okay.
I'm in the process of it right now, but I'll be doing it my way. I know it's the right way.
Okay.
If that makes any sense, because some people are so judgmental, and I know I have a good heart, and I know that the way I'm going to be doing what I'm doing is the right way to teach people not to be judgmental.
Oh, okay.
That's not our job. That's a higher power's job. That is not our job to be judgmental of anybody. So there's a lot of things that I've been really studying up on, and I'm ready for this.
Wonderful.
Bring it on.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to start getting ready to call you Reverend Patty. But all right, sweetie, I got to hop because the switchboard is loaded. I got to go. And please, yes, contact me. It would be great to talk with you one-on-one. Okay, honey. Thanks.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. You'll hear from me. Much love.
Much love to you, darling. Bye-bye. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to another Patricia, who's been waiting quite a long time. Hello, Patricia. How are you this evening?
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. What can I do? It looks like you want an other side connection from what I'm seeing here, right?
Oh yes, I'd like to connect with the other side.
Okay. Let me see who we've got here for you. And everyone listening, and you included, Patricia, we try to bring in who's the strongest and wants to step forward. That's what we look for. So in anybody who's waiting, please don't ask for somebody. I may ask you at some point, but let's try to just let Spirit do its work. Well, the first thing I do feel for you, Patricia, do you like Patty or Patricia when I talk to you?
I go by Patricia.
Okay, Patricia. So there is a mother figure here for you. Okay, mother figure, very strong element or energy. I keep hearing, and I don't actually see her just yet or anything like that. Okay, and this may not be the soul that I see right now, but I also hear something about your name is important as a namesake in the family. So you're carrying the name forward from somebody who comes from another person, either in the family or friend of the family. It feels like it's a namesake in the family. I'm hearing that, a namesake in the family. Do you understand that, please?
Kind of. I was baptized on St. Patrick's Day. That's the only thing I know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's important. That is. Okay. Interesting. I didn't expect it to come out like that because she didn't say.
That's the only thing I know.
Well, no, that's fine because that is a namesake, unless they didn't do it on purpose. But you did get baptized, St. Patrick. Your name is important because of that. Now, the woman I see does have dark hair in its original color. They can show it any time in their life. I don't know why she's showing it. I can't understand the hairstyle right now. It's hard for me to describe that. I'm talking to the person in spirit. There's something about her hair that kind of goes up off the face. It's long around the ears, behind the ears, and then it's kind of rolled up. It could be a grandma that's kind of rolling her hair up on top of her head, but the original color is a dark color. And she's got light skin. And actually, she's almost reminding me a little bit of like a Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs. She's got this kind of angelic kind of feel to her, quality to her. Let me see if I can see anything else. Very pretty, beautiful woman, kind, romantic, but not coming in very clearly. Hold on. There's breathing issues, hard to breathe towards the end of her life. Favorite. You're a favorite of this person, favorite child. I'd like something more definitive, please, miss. Lovely lady. Name something. Very religious, also, very religious. Very religious person. And there's a sense of, okay, I don't know if it's because of St. Patrick's Day or what it is, but a sense of maybe Northern Europe to Ireland in the ancestry, but very light skin and darker hair. Now, I don't think I've given you enough to make a firm ID, but I'm going to come to you anyway. Do you understand this for anyone you would know, please?
No, but the grandmother on my mother's side, it sounds like that would be her, but the Irish comes from my grandmother on my father's side, and that's where the St. Patrick comes in. So it's interesting.
Yeah, it is because, well, it doesn't really matter. She didn't say, I mean, it could be the grandma and mom's side is the visual, and then she's saying you have some Irish in you. But I get a sense of Irish.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have to go with her. But she says the Irish side is very important. It's the family name forward. It's not only Patricia, but of course the last name and everything else about you. She says we're all very much that way in custom, even though your mom's mom is not Irish. I don't know what she means by that. Oh, okay, here we get another vision. I don't know if it's her advanced in age, grandma and mom's side, or if it's, oh, okay. This could be grandma and father's side because, okay, so let me just describe to you what I see. I see a woman who's got white hair. So she's more advanced in her age, the woman I'm seeing now. And her hair's soft and fluffy. You know, it's gotten that more baby kind of soft quality to it. It's layered. It's not too short. It's a longer, short style. And the funny thing is, and this is the way the communication for these two women is, it's a little more stylized than most souls. She's wearing a bow in her hair, and it's got a kiln or a, what do they call that with the plaid? Some families either in Scotland or in Ireland they have this plaid. It means something. The plaid. Do you know what I'm talking about, Lisa? The plaid. She's wearing a red plaid bow, and it means something. It has something to do with the family line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, in Scotland, now, is Grandma and Mom's side Scottish?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so she was born here, then you just don't know the ancestry. That's what it is. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What?
The ancestry on my dad's side would be the Irish, and then on my mom's side would be it would be different on my mom's side.
Is it
As far as I
American?
know.
Is it American, I'm asking you?
There is quite a bit of European.
Okay.
Spain.
Spain. Okay. All right. Well, let's just go with it and go wherever it goes. So I think I have you two grandmas here. Okay, you got grandma on dad's side with the white hair and the fluffiness, and she's got a plaid bow in her hair to show that she's Scot-Irish or she's Irish or whatever it is. Then we have the first woman who came in who's very religious. I believe she's Catholic or Christian. Got very light skin, very beautiful, and she's got dark hair. And maybe that is what she meant. Like, you know how that's probably why she was wearing. She looked like she had these two things sticking up on the top of her head, and what they call that, if you were a Spanish dancer doing flamenco, that's the thing that they would wear on their head. So that's what I'm seeing. You know how they wear that with the black. It's like a black lace. It's very traditional garb. Well, I'm going to tell you, Grandma, that's very obscure. You got to do better than that, my dear, to communicate through me. Now I understand what that was. I didn't understand these two things going up that you would see a Spanish dancer wear on their head. Okay. And she got this beautiful dark hair that comes down, and it goes like to a little bit of the page boy or something, a little bit around the she was very beautiful in her youth, she says, but as she got older, of course, like everybody else, she aged and got worn out or wore out. She says she loves you very much. She says there's something to do with her heart and heart issues, which was the most significant reason that she transitioned when it was her time. But she said she lived a long life and was not taken early. Do you understand not taken early, please?
Yeah,
This
that would be my dad's side, yeah.
I'm on your mother's mother right now. I'm on your mother's mother. She said, okay, let me go back
I'm
over it.
thinking of all of them.
Okay, well, I was just on the head thing and the lace and the dark hair, beautiful face. She said unless we switched to the other one, I didn't realize it, but I thought I was still talking to her. That's your mom's mom has some Spanish in her. I heard her say she had heart issues, but she transitioned slowly because she lived to quite a ripe old age. And she says the most significant. Do you know how your mom's mom passed, honey?
My mom's mom passed very young.
Okay, so then we switched over to the other one. Okay, they keep going back and forth. Okay, ladies, I'm talking to them in spirit. I want you to kind of calm down and give me one at a time, please. Now, did your father's mom then she must have lived to a ripe old age because you see the white hair. And also the thing is that she talks about having heart issues as she drops off to spirit at the end of her life, but it wasn't like she was just her heart failure at the end. It wasn't like she had a heart attack or she had cardiovascular in general. She lived so old that finally her heart gave out. That's what she's trying to say. Do you understand this for Dad's mom, please?
Now, those would be my great grandmothers. Sorry to confuse you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay, we're not getting the best connection here, okay? And there is somebody else floating around now as they go through all these different souls floating out there who are very soft in their energy, not really jumping forward. But there's a sense of someone that's male to you, a boy or in your peer group that also presents and steps forward. But I don't get very strong connection for you. So are you looking for someone like a younger boy or a man to you? Not father, but more like peer energy to you?
That would be my younger brother who passed.
Okay, that's who it is. All right. I'll give it a quick look-see, and then I'm going to go because I have so many people waiting. And if it doesn't happen instantly, it ain't happening. Let me see what I could do, Lisa. Hold on, love. This boy is here. Yes, he's here. He was in the queue waiting. He wants to speak to you. He's sorry that he took so long to step forward, but Nana wanted to talk to you. I think that's your father's mother. He says,
Yeah.
okay, Nana wanted to talk to you. He's here. He's been polite, very, very polite. He shows me himself not very old. I don't know if that means he didn't live old or if he just wants to present as not very old. Now he is coming in pretty clearly. I think we'll find out in a moment. But what I get is a boy. Young, in teen years or a little younger even, and I see him with lighter coloring hair and a little bit of freckles. Do you understand your brother for having lighter color hair, please?
No, no, this is a whole different person I don't know about.
Okay. Well, even when he was a boy, he didn't have lighter hair? Like
Maybe a little lighter, but it could be anybody because I have a huge family and a lot of people have passed, so I'll definitely connect with them.
Oh,
sure.
All right. Well, thank you. Let me just see what else he wants to say. Oh, this person doesn't look very old, as if he didn't get through his teen years. You understand your brother for not getting through his teen years, please?
My brother passed when he was in his early 40s.
Okay, so this is a younger person. And if you don't know who he is, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm just going to say that he does jump in. He looks like he has lighter hair. He does look Irish or English or something like that. He looks lighter in coloring. I believe he's on the father's side of the family. And he's somewhere in there, and he's got some kind of breathing issues. He doesn't live very long. And I'm going to leave you with that, my dear. Maybe another time we can connect. I appreciate your calling in, honey. God bless.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, so I don't know how Patricia's line remained open, but I appreciate Patricia for not talking very much. Thank you, Patricia. I'm on Lisa. Didn't I? Oh, I see. The switchboard
Hello?
yeah, hi, Lisa. Hi. The switchboard did something there. Yeah, you're Lisa. There's another Patricia. There are two Patricias in a row. One hung up. The other one moved up. I was wondering why the line was open. Never mind. That last mediumship was a little difficult, and I could, when you get that kind of poor connection, it can make the medium a little flustered, because not only am I trying to do mediumship, I'm trying to work the switchboard. Remember who you are. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Oh,
Okay.
take a moment.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time, believe me.
All right, let's see.
I've had major decisions going on. I have lost sleep, and I know there's a shift coming with this moon, and I'm nearing my end of my job, and I'm so excited about it, and I just want to...
Okay, hold on for a second. Hold on. I'm supposed to be making another side connection for you, is what you have here. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, well, let's try to do that for you. Now, there's nobody, there's a mother figure, there's a father figure slightly, mostly mother figure. There's a couple of other people also that are in spirit for you. One of them seems to be female and more in your age group, like a cousin or a girlfriend, something like that. So there's a couple of people around you. I'm going to see who wants to step forward, the strongest feeling. Hold on one moment, please. Who wants to step forward? Mother. Okay, this mother figure. She wants to step forward. And she says, hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad you let me come in. She says, I've been waiting here for quite some while to speak with you. Okay, so whoever this is a little bit impatient, but it's good. Now show me what you look like, or give me a name, please. Lovely woman. Feeling of happiness. There's a lot of feeling of happiness to be here with us. And she shows me herself with her hair. Original color was in the lighter brown family. It looks, from the way she visions herself to me, like she liked to take care of herself. Her hair is, even though she's more senior looking, her hair is beautifully coiffed. It's on the shorter side. And it does show, she's showing me the roots of her hair is white, but the outside, towards the end, is brown, so as if she had dyed it, or she liked to dye her hair. Could be just a piece of evidence that she liked to dye her hair. Her skin is more wrinkled, but she's beautiful bones, petite kind of face, and red lips because she's wearing lipstick. She also wears a little bit of a tiara. So this is symbolic of her being more of a lady. She likes to dress up. She's very pretty. Now, whether or not this is somebody you can understand, or this is a fairy godmother guide, I have no idea because I'm not used to souls stepping in with so much figurative language, if you will. In other words, symbolic stuff going on. So I'm going to go back to her and see what I can do. She's very pretty. Okay, she's like glamorous type, movie star type in her youth. She wants you she wants to tell me all of this so that maybe you'll grasp on to some of this. She's wearing a bathing suit that you might have seen in the 50s. So she's showing me good figure, a flat stomach, nice hips, slender, very pretty woman, glamorous sort, glamorous type. And she carries that with her as she moves to more senior years, because in the senior picture shows me that she's still glamorous, still beautiful, still gorgeous. Something about her hands is important. Very delicate, beautiful hands. She says, I don't, what are you trying to say about your hands? Something about keeping your hands young is important, so you always look young. She says the hands can give you away. She says, I know on many occasions my hands did give me away at my age, but my face always stayed younger. I know this sounds strange, but this is what she's saying to me. Do you know anybody like that, please, Lisa?
That would be my mother's mother.
Your grandma. Okay. Well, she's very good at taking care of herself. She wants to tell you a little bit about taking care of your hands, you and your hands, to take care of them because you know, the hands will always tell your age. Okay. Oh, thank you, Grandma. Very lovely woman. Very lovely woman. She said.
My birthday's next week. I think she's.
Oh, okay. All right. It's your birthday.
It's a big birthday.
Oh.
So I believe she's giving me a message.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, now let me just see if I can get her back. Where is she? Come here, Grandma. This is, I'm here. I haven't left you. No, I've not left you for a moment. So she doesn't look heavy even in her senior years. She looks still slender, still lovely body. Excuse me? Lisa?
Oh, she was always very elegant, very glamorous.
Yeah, she's showing herself. Yeah,
posh.
Posh. Even in her senior years, she's got a gorgeous figure.
Oh, yeah.
Even her stomach is flat. Everything is beautiful, taken care of, well coiffed, well this, well that. And she says, I was a princess of sorts, she said, but you're not anything like me in that respect. She says, you're your own woman, and you don't care what people think of you or how you look, which is fine. She says, I wish I was strong in that area when I was on earth, because she says, now that I'm in spirit, one of the things I learned is what you look like is not as important as what you do, how kind you are to others, giving, and that giving sort that you are. She says, I want to encourage you to remember that part of yourself and forget about the hands and what you look like and everything else. Always remember that you're special no matter how old you get because of what comes from your heart. So she says through me to you that you have a big heart, Lisa. You're a very giving person. She says, sometimes I can get you into trouble, okay, as it is right now. Okay, because you're giving too much to others and not taking care of yourself enough. You're also wondering if this is taking a toll on your health or taking from you in some way, either in your appearance or how you feel about yourself, or, you know, everything. I also hear something about humdrum life, that you're bored sometimes, you want to break out of something, that you're not satisfied with anything. She's saying, simmer down, simmer down. And she's also helping us remember the song "Let It Be" by the Beatles. You know, let it be, let it be.
That's one of my favorite songs. Yes,
okay,
yes.
So she.
I just spoke of that song this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, she
could nearby.
Oh, okay. So she says, "Yes, let it be, my dear Lisa. Let it be. I love you so much." And she says, I thank you for coming to hear me this evening, or I thank you for letting me speak to you this evening about yourself, your life, your birthday. She says she'd like you to wear your hair back more out of your face because it's kind of funny, but she shows me an image of you. You have brown hair. It looks like it's longer, at least what she's showing me. And sometimes you're doing for others so much or so engrossed in what you're doing that your hair gets disheveled and in your face, and you're doing this and doing that. So she's just like a grandma saying, pull your hair back, please. Put your hair back. And it's a minor.
Yep.
it's a minor message, but it's a big message. The message is self-care is important for you, especially right now. And so this grandma, who was meticulous in self-care, wants to praise you for your loving heart and nature, but remind you that self-care is what you need most right now.
Wow. The hand thing, I'm just going to confirmation. I'm rebuilt. My husband and I are celebrating our 1-year anniversary in a few weeks, and we bought a house. And my hands are so dry from all the drywall and carpentry, and I've been lotioning them up with coconut oil every day, every night, keeping myself hydrated. Thank you, Grandma Jerry. Also, my nails are just a mess.
Oh, but take care of yourself. Take care. No wonder your hair is all disheveled and all. Oh.
And I do have long brown hair. It was funny. You were mentioning things to the previous caller, and it sounded a lot like my family. And I'm half Irish Italian, and you're speaking to the Irish Indian, Cherokee Indian side right now, Grandma Jerry.
Oh.
Sounds very glamorous. Lived in Bel Air.
Oh, wow.
Grandpa, major property landowner. John Wayne was frequent at our residence. Just that kind of era.
Yes.
That old glam era. Pinup era. It was just I got to see the tail end of that glimpse, and I enjoyed it so much. I'm a nurse. I deal with hospice and independent living skills and for the mentally ill. So yes, Grandma, I do have a big heart. I am taking a month off though.
Good.
Having turned in my resignation, and Wednesday's my last day at this job. I'm having conflict with my employer, but I really, really feel, I can't tell you the weight that's been lifted off my shoulders that way. But I'm working on building my own business, doing the things that I'm doing now, but in my terms, not somebody else's terms.
Uh-huh.
So
wonderful.
Balance.
Yeah, and
balance.
And it's interesting you said, because and poor Patricia, that was before you, and poor me that I'm trying to pull. But yeah, sometimes a soul that's strong can overstep they're coming into another session. So that could very well be.
I was baptized on Easter, and my full name is Lisare Gambella Koche, and Lisare is my godparent's name.
Oh, so you have a namesake name. I see. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. So I probably there was a seep through because your family is for some reason or other I couldn't connect as well with Patricia, but anyway. They're chatterboxes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for calling in, Lisa Ray, and have a beautiful evening. Whatever's left of it. You're in California, I'm assuming, right? Are you still in California?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, have a
gorgeous sunshine.
Oh, beautiful. It's 7:43 here on the East Coast right now, but I'm in Florida, so we had a beautiful hot day today. Wonderful day.
Oh, my in-laws are there.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, it is kind of, Florida is a little boring, I'll admit. It's getting more and more boring lately for me. I don't know why, but anyway, maybe I don't belong here anymore. We'll see about that. Anyway, sweetie, I'm going to let you go because there's a lot of people waiting. Okay, honey, thanks. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, I want to remind everybody, if you want a private session with me, just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you'll see book session on a menu at the top of the page. It's on the left, book session, Spirit Medium TV. And if you would like to be in the contest to win a free reading, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper right, you can join my mailing list and you will be in the February contest. Next week, I will be announcing the winner, and you're only competing with all those that joined during February. Okay, so I'm going to go to Sherelle, who's been waiting very, very patiently. She's a life question. Hello, Sherelle.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, honey. How you
Hi,
doing?
honey.
Hi. What can I do for you this evening, darling? Just give me your question. Not a lot of background.
Oh, I know. I'm not too
Uh,
technical.
all right, honey. Give me your
Okay.
question.
Now I was wondering, what do you think I am? Like, why is he acting the way he do towards me? And do he have any type of feelings for me?
Okay, you got cut off about what do I think is this your boyfriend, honey? Because I part of your words
No, it's
go
just a friend.
a friend. Okay, please
No, it's
give me the initials of the friend.
Sam. His name's Sam. S-A-M.
Okay, I wanted the first letter of the last name, then I asked for initials. I wanted both, but go ahead, just
Oh, S and M.
M. Okay, great. Oh, okay, Sam M, and this is for Sherelle. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Just let me be silent for a second. He does have feelings. He does like you very much. I feel a lot of enthusiasm there, like something about sense of humor. Either you got the sense of humor or he has the sense of humor. But
Me.
you laugh a lot together, and that he does miss. I do feel that it looks like he's going to probably be contacting you soon. And by the way, he doesn't take anything very seriously. I mean, arguments or anything. He's kind of an easy person he forgives people easily. So
Mhm.
it's not going to last very long, this discord between him and yourself.
Okay, because I haven't gave him my new phone number. Because I have got a new phone number and I haven't gave it to him. Because every time, when I did have my old phone number, he never used to really use it.
Well, you might want to, then you're going to have to reach out to him, but I think he's trying to contact you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Take care.
Have a good night.
Thanks, darling. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, I'm going to Debbie. And let's see what we get here. Hello, Debbie. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I'm grateful to get through.
Oh, yeah. Well, you were there in line. I try to give the other side connections the first 30 minutes or so, and then other people later on. You're both. You wanted, you said either or, other side or life question. You can ask whatever you prefer right now because we're in that zone where I mix the messages. What do you prefer, honey?
Whatever feels stronger for you to give me a message about what's going on with me and my soon-to-be ex. Why is it happening, or whatever messages come through.
All right. All right. Well, let's see what we can get, honey. Hold on for a second. This is for Debbie. You need to get clear about what you want as the first message because there seems to be a lot of rifting or back and forth there. It doesn't feel firm somehow. Either you don't want it or he doesn't want it, or there's always a sense of it renewing itself. This is the X thing. So the first message is to get very, very clear on what you do want. They're suggesting that perhaps you might want to take a break, even maybe a vacation, or leave the area for a while, or do whatever you can, even if it's an at-home stay vacation or something. But you need to take a break. And that'll help you get more in touch with your feelings, because what I get for you, Debbie, is that it's really hard for you to be in touch with your feelings right now. Maybe because the relationship was invasive to who you are, but you need to kind of clarify who you really are right now. It makes sense to you, please.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And there's the worst thing that one can lose is connection to self. It's the most painful thing. As I was mentioning earlier, as I was listening to Eckhart Tolle on a YouTube video, was talking about just being in the moment, being in the now. You would do very well with maybe taking up meditation and, or like I said, a vacation, although I know that's expensive, but to try to put a distance and detachment between you and the past, because this person is a good person, and that's what's kept you in a loop there. Like you're hanging in this loop. It feels to me, it feels very inflammatory, like it upsets you on deep levels. Like, I want to be done with this. When's it going to end? And then when it ends, it's like, but I did enjoy my time with him. So I recommend taking some kind of a break from that, either through meditation or through hanging out with new people or taking up a new hobby, or if you can afford to take a vacation or just a vacation from him for a while. Get back your sense of self, and that will renew you. And then you'll know what to do. There's a sense of you not knowing what to do next. just not having clarity. It's more like what you feel. You don't know how you feel. So you need to get back. You need to get back in touch with your feelings. When you do that, you will find renewed hope, renewed strength for the future. I do feel that that relationship will probably move into the past, but it's only through reconnection with yourself that you can truly make that happen. Because a lot of it has to do with you feeling like you again. I hope that that makes sense to you, Debbie.
Oh, you're absolutely spot on, and it's funny that you bring up Eckhart Tolle because my daughter and I were having long conversations while she was reading A Power of Now, and another girlfriend brought it up today.
Oh my God! So that's perfect for you.
Synchronicities are wonderful.
Oh, that is so good. That is so wonderful. Well, you're supposed to hear that then, and that's your.
Yeah, I knew I was supposed to hear you when you were talking about that earlier. There was no doubt in my mind that your message was meant for me tonight, and I'm very grateful.
Yeah, you have to get back in touch with yourself, and the only way you can do that is with more quiet time, more introspection, and perhaps meditation, and maybe go back to that book or, whatever it is that can renew that sense and connection to self. Once you do that, I think the past will be over and you will be renewed and you will be able to move forward. Okay, Debbie?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless you as well.
Bye-bye. Okay, and now I'm going to go to Candace, who has a life question. Hello, Candace.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, sweetie.
Hi,
What can I do for you this evening?
Wonderful.
Good.
Well, I have a question about somebody. A few months ago, I met somebody, and there was definitely a connection there. And this, he also said himself.
Okay, wait. Candace. Just give me the question. Not a lot of background. I don't want to be influenced.
Do you see this friendship going into more, or do you see something with this friendship?
No.
This connection?
Not right now. There's a big no coming in. It feels like this other person needs to mature more and know what he wants more. He's not ready for anything serious right now. There's also a sense of him leaving something behind that's not too far behind him. In other words, a relationship that's over now, but he needs to kind of get back who he is. He needs to get back in touch with himself. The reason I say he doesn't feel mature is because whatever he was in before stopped him from growing. So he needs to grow again. He needs to reconnect. Another theme like that, I just had one like that. He needs to reconnect with who he is. Don't put too much into this one person right now. Put more into yourself.
Oh, of course, definitely.
Well, I also have to say that I feel you are ready for a relationship. Definitely are, but he's not right now. So you have a choice to make. You have a choice to make. Because you're free and clear. I feel your energy is free and clear. You're ready to connect in the right way with somebody. You have taken your time out. You've refreshed yourself. You know what you want. You're looking for something more. And he's not ready. So you can either hang out waiting for him, which I don't think is a great idea, or move.
He's actually one of my closest friends. I just,
okay.
I just didn't know what was going on with us. It was just friends more than anything.
I would suggest, keep
going on.
I say yes. There's a big no coming in on that count of it being more intimate. And if it is, it wouldn't be healthy for you because it might open you up to romance when there's really nothing behind it because he can't really live up to that right now. Okay.
Well, I would definitely love to see if you see something coming my way. That's possible.
Well, yeah, there's always something coming your way. You're not the kind of person to sit still or wait and hang out. You're an active person who makes things happen. And so because of that, if you make up your mind and realize that that's going nowhere, you will be attracting in somebody in the near future. And he actually lives pretty close to where you live. You're going to run into him doing an errand or just doing something that's normal. Like they're telling me at the bank when you're going in to make a deposit or something, or it could be in the parking lot or whatever. So just keep open mind, keep positive, and I do see somebody coming in for you. And it doesn't feel that far out, Candace, because you are ready. And when somebody's ready, you know how they say when the student's ready, the teacher comes. Well, when the woman is ready, the man comes. So get ready because he's coming in within 6 weeks. Okay?
Wow. Okay.
All right, honey. I gotta go.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, I am going to try to do one more other side connection before we have to say good night. And I'm going to go to Lauren. Hello, Lauren. How are you this evening, sweetheart?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, sweetie. I see here you want another side connection. I do feel that there is, well, there's a mother figure here. There's a father figure here. A couple of people in spirit. There's also somebody who's more like peer energy to you that's male. It feels like a brother or friend or husband or someone like that. Now, I'm going to just see who wants to step forward. We only have a few minutes. Make a brief development of it and see where we go. 1 second, please, Lauren. Mother. Okay. So there's a woman that steps forward with dark hair. This is probably the original color. She could be a grandma because she looks like she comes from a little bit of a more older generation, older background. Her hair is parted in the middle, and she wears it off the face. It comes down and goes back into a bun. It's nicely rolled and coiffed. She reminds me of a grandma type. She's got a rounder nose, a little bit fuller. Pleasant eyes. They look brown, and she's got an oval face. Nose is a little bit bigger. Chin is strong. Let me see. She reminds me of somebody who comes from Europe, or she's Spanish, something like that. I can't really say, but in other words, she looks like she's more Mediterranean type in her coloring, and more of a Romance language type, which would mean Italian, Greek, French, or Spanish, or she could be maybe from South America, because I know where your area code is 786, which would mean Florida area, right? You're in the Florida area,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so I'm assuming, I don't know what this is, but she looks to me like my own grandma, and my own grandma was Sicilian. So, and my own grandma was Spanish Sicilian, which is kind of interesting. She reminds me of that. She's got this, she's older. She's got this larger nose. She's meek, she's sweet, and she wears a shawl from time to time, a little bit old-fashioned in her ways. Do you understand this for anyone that you know, please?
It could be my grandmother on my mom's side. She passed away.
Yeah. And she's here. She's wearing a shawl. She wears older shoes. They're more practical. She's showing me herself in spirit world, actually, and I don't know if she's trying to show me something from that. Okay, she is trying to show me something from that. She says she lived alone for quite a while, but in the United States. She says she was near the family, but she was independent. And then finally, she needed to be taken into somebody's home in the family to care for her. Do you understand, please, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she was around you quite a bit when you were younger. She helped in part of your upbringing, although not all of it. There's some people, you understand that, please, before I go on? That she helped in some of your upbringing. Okay. She says that she was, there's also a male. You already said it was your, okay. So that means you have an uncle, because, let me see who this is. There's a male around her, and it doesn't mean in spirit. I just feel a male. Where's the male? She's going to show me. That's your brother. It means you have a brother. You have a brother, please.
Yeah.
Okay, he was around the house a lot as well. I was raising both of you, or trying to help a little bit.
90
but she's
seconds.
Trying to say something else, which I think is kind of cute. She says nobody really trusted you alone, both you and your brother alone with her that much. And she laughs a little bit, almost to say that they didn't want her to raise you completely, that they would step in, your parents, and that they didn't want to just throw you kids to grandma. And in part, it's because they didn't trust grandma, because grandma already was getting pretty senior and wasn't that sharp with reflexes.
60 seconds.
Which to me means either your mom, that she was older when she had your mother, and then your mother might have been a little older when you had you, or that she just was did age quickly and was not that strong as she moved into more senior years. But she gives me the idea of being a little bit feeble and kind of under the weather and not able to keep up with kids that well. Do you understand, please, Lauren?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she gives you a rose. She gives you a rose to hold near your heart for her. She loves you very much. Red rose is a symbol of love, and sometimes it means more than that. So I don't know. You may have some specific significance to you. She likes where she was laid to rest. She's very happy now in spirit, and she wants to say hello
10 seconds.
to your mother and your father and the whole family. She says there are some other people there with her that are more important for you to speak with right now, but she doesn't have time to bring them through. And perhaps another show will be able to do that, Lauren, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, love. Thank you. Bye-bye. And if anybody would like a specific session with me, a private session, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the top there's a menu. It says book Laura, book session actually. Well, actually booklaura.com is a way to do it. You can set your own session. I have a sale going on right now. And if you'd like to be in the contest to win a free session, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper right you can join the mailing list, and I will be announcing the winner next week. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been an absolute delight to chat with you. Bye-bye.